Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will design a very summery hoop earrings, which is this, which I designed. It's very pretty. It's not my original design, but I really loved it. And this is a hoop that I bought. Okay, it's a ready-made hoop. You can make your own hoop as well. That's totally up to you. But I bought this ready-made hoop. The reason being is these are nice and stiff, and they are not, you have to hammer it. Yes, you have to go for a thicker size, but I believe this is stainless steel and it is very firm, so it's easy to work with when you're doing crochet with this. So it's a crochet earring, but at the same time I used some needle technique to do this. And then this is the size of this. Let me see. The hoop is about, say, 2 inches. Okay, 2 inches and 2 inches wide. So that's the size of the hoop. You can do this bigger or in smaller hoop, whichever you want. I wouldn't suggest a very small hoop, just because you will have to weave back and forth and it will be very short, so that's a bit of a problem. But I think if you can manage it, you can go ahead and use that. And then we need a crochet hook. I'm using size 8 or 1.50 millimeter stainless steel hook. That's what I'm going to use. And also you want thread. This is size 10. Let me just zoom out a bit. This is size 10, so that's what you need. And also a yarn needle. So this is a short yarn needle, as you guys can see. So these are the items that we need. Apart from this, we need a scissor and so forth. And as you guys all know, crochet means you will have to work with the spool. Normally you don't cut the crochet thread to work with. So this is a variegated color, which I really like. As you can see how the color has come out really well in the earrings versus the spool. Okay, we are going to work with the spool. I'm going to take this. You need to know the basic crochet stitches. For example, in this I have used slip stitch and single crochet. That's all you need. It's not a lot. Okay, so take the end of the cord, wrap it around your fingers. We are going to make a slip knot. Insert your hook into that loop, grab the working yarn, and then just leave it. Tighten that up so we have a knot. This is a slip knot. See, this is a knot that we got. Trying to separate this cord. So this is a knot, but if you take it off, it will go away. That's a specialty, slip knot. So here we go. This is how we do. If you are not aware of the basic macrame knots, go ahead and watch my basic crochet knot. Go ahead and watch my tutorial all about crochet. There will be a playlist, you can find it there. So I leave about, say, 3 inches of tail. You don't have to have a lot because we're going to tie it. Okay, so take the hoop. I like to work from the back. Sorry, I don't know from where I started working. Yeah, I think I started working from the front, so I'll do the same here. So it doesn't matter. Put your hook inside. Okay, just like that. Okay, so no, not really like that. So you have one loop. Okay, you're going to insert your hook into that loop and into the hoop earring finding, and then take again one more loop from the spool, yarn over, pull through 2. That's a single crochet. If you guys are aware of the single crochet, this is how we normally attach it to a frame or so. Okay, that's one. Okay, then you have one loop in the crochet hook, so you go underneath the hoop earring finding, grab another loop and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, maintain the tension. I know it's a little bit hard in the start, but it will get tightened up. So again, do the same, yarn over, pull through 2, go underneath, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so like this I'm going to continue doing my single crochets all across the all across this hoop. Okay, go underneath, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2. The number of single crochets depends solely upon how big your hoop is and how tight you make it. So you will have to fill up the loop, the finding, earring finding, whatever you have, you will have to fill that up. That's all the criteria is. So once I'm done with all of these, I'll come back and show you guys what I got. So all you need to do is you need to know about single crochet. Okay, maintain attention this way, grab a loop from underneath and then pull through 2, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So make sure there's not much gap. See, there's a lot of gaps, so you need to make this nice and tight like that. Okay, don't worry about it being, you know, wobbly and all, shifting. So don't worry about it right now. Just finish making the stitches and I'll come back and show you guys what I got. I finished making all the stitches around the hoop, the single crochets, and this is what I have so far. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, okay, yarn over, pull through, that's chain 1, right? And then I'm gonna cut this cord, just leave a little bit more and then cut it. So you have 2 tails to actually weave in. What you can do here is you can insert your hook here, or what you can do is you can have the needle okay, the yarn needle, thread the needle in, then take this, this might be a little bit easy, and just go through a couple of them. That's it. You can cut it. If you want, you can go through more. It's totally up to you. Let me try to do a little bit more. Okay. Now that has gone through a couple of times, you can snip that off, and we will do the same the other side. I have kept a longer tail the other side, but here you should be careful is what, you know, the color started only up till here. That's the problem with the variegated thing, because the color, there will be a difference if you go under this. That's okay. Go back, come in front. You can secure in different ways. It's totally up to you. See, can you see that? So that's the issue here, right here, because of the color of the cord. Maybe I will stick to this side, go back and forth. That's it. Now you can snip it off. Now what I are going to do is take some cord. Okay, let me just zoom in a bit. So take some cord, an arm's length, a wingspan. So not an arm's length. The wingspan is like if you stretch your hand to the side, from the tip of your index finger, middle finger, to the tip of the other middle finger. What is the length? That's the length you want to have. But when I tried doing that, right, I took it twice. So if you want, you can do a little bit more. A wingspan and an arm span will suffice, is what I feel, because I still had a little bit left. So this is what I have. So I'm going to thread this inside the yarn needle and tie a knot, just a simple knot. It doesn't have to be very elaborate knot or something, just an overhand knot. Tie it. It will be easier for you if you tie. Okay, now first things first, we'll take all these single crochets and we will turn our work inside the loop rather than keeping it outside. Okay, that's the first thing we are going to do. So we are going to make it like this. This itself looks pretty. If you like this, you can go ahead and stop it at this point, but if you want to make it this one, stick around. So take this card. If you see, this card has a little bit of a purple and then the tan color and the blue. So wherever you want to start from, that's totally up to you. So this is the, let me see. Okay. This is the start, and from the start, from the front end of the earring across, if you say this point, you have to start. So here is where you have to start. So I'm going to start here just by inserting the needle in between the stitches. Doesn't matter where, just insert it and bring it. Okay, all the way, leaving a short tail. Then again do the same, coming through the same side. That by just make sure there is no knot in your cord. Pull it through. There's a small loop. Go through the loop with your needle. Okay, then now tighten it up. So that's how I secured it. Okay, now the thread is coming on top of the loop, not underneath. Now it's underneath. You can say the difference, right? So you go on top to this lighter color, the first single crochet just between the hook and the stitch. Just push it through. You will be able to do so. So there we go. Hold on one sec, because I just did this. Maybe it will come off. I'll just put some glue right there just to make it secure. And here as well. It's always good to be safe than to be sorry. You can also let it try a little bit and work, but I think I can work. So there needs to be a tension maintained, so we just did that. Okay, and then see, the thread is coming underneath the hoop. Now you go to there is a hole right here. That's where we are targeting actually. So you go through, just next to it, and then pull this tight. Okay, see how we have formed it. Actually I did it wrong. It's not this side that I need to be doing. Okay, let me just put this through the same thing. We have to crisscross it, then only we will have that nice pattern of ours. Okay, let me just take off the needle. Some of it got stuck, so it's better to have just one knot, otherwise if you do something like this it'll be hard to go back. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's better to take a wingspan and work, because these cords are getting tangled a lot, and it is not, it is cotton at the end of the day, so you cannot wax it or something like that. So I hope you can do so, but it won't have the same. I didn't wax the other one, so it won't have the same texture. Okay, there we go. Threading the needle on. Okay, so you come over this side, not this side, this side, and then go that side, move this side, move to the right here, move to the left in the bottom, alternate. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Pull it and maintain the tension. Okay, it should not be wobbly. You should maintain the tension, like hold it tight, and then go to the next one right here. So we are going through a small spot, so that's why we need this yarn needle. So, and then see, I went through from up to that top, then now the thread is coming in the bottom, so you come from the bottom. So if you're not able to, you can just see it like this. That will help. And pull the thread. Make sure it's not tangled. It gets tangled though, so make sure you go by untangling stuff. Don't let it, ruin that. So this is how it starts. As you guys can see how it goes around. So this is what we are going to do. Maybe I did a mistake in this, I don't know actually, because what happened is when I started that in this earring, I started from here, I think here, and see how closely it is. So I started from here to here, so almost in the middle of this part. So here when I started, it's actually not in the middle. This part is more than this one, as you guys can see. So anyways, I will go ahead and do it, because if I have to take it off, then I'll have to redo all this. So I don't know whether I'm going to do that or not. I took it off because it doesn't make sense for me. So I took it off, and then I'm going to restring my thread through this yarn needle. Okay, just not gonna tie, I'm just gonna hold like this. So now, as you guys can see, don't look at the circle this way. There is no okay, there is no stitches in this part, so this is the part. So either you can count all this single crochets and start from the middle, that way it will be perfectly. So I have 80 single crochets, so about I measure 40 and then I start from here. So this is where it is. So I just take it to the same, tie an overhand knot if possible. You can do it that way, or you can come back through this again with your needle, pull everything through, make yourself a short loop like so, go through the loop with the needle and tighten it that way. Okay, see that one, I made a knot, I cut it up close, I didn't even take it, so we don't want to do that. So that's now secure. So the thread is coming out of here. You can go on top of this single crochet, pull the cord through. So you will work from the left to right here and right to left here. Okay, so I come back and then I poke my needle into the right, this side, okay, and then I go this side, so alternatively I go and finish it off. So now it should be fine. Okay, maintain the tension so that's nice and stiff. These strands are, pull it through, okay, and come up like this. If you want, you can change, I mean you can flip your earring, that way it's nice and easy. This tail, don't worry about the tail right now, let it hang around. We will come back to tie the tail off. So this is what I'm gonna do. I will do and come back and show you guys how it goes. Okay, so just tie your knots like an overhand knot with the starting knot where you come from. So tie it that way, and then I'm just gonna snip it off and add some glue to it. See, I didn't snip it off as close. I would let the glue dry and then I will snip off as close as I can. So this is how the finished one, and there is a knot right there, and here is the knot right here. So 2 knots because I have added thread in the middle, and this one will also, I will let it dry and then do that. And as you guys can see, because this is a variegated color yarn, both the earrings look different. If that bothers you, then use the same color yarn, don't use a variegated yarn. There is 5 colors in this variegated, so it's very hard to get everything right. There is more blue in here than here, as you guys can see. So it's one thing that you need to consider before attempting this pattern. I hope you guys like this tutorial. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. I'm not at the top of my health, I'm still recovering from my surgery, so if anything goes wrong, it's because of that. I'm having a little bit tough time.